Welcome to the Ichimoku charts daily analysis for the gold market as at the close of trading on Thursday, April the 9th. As before, we can see the essential elements of the Ichimoku charts. We have the Kumo or the cloud here. We have the two important lines that I think are very, very important to Ichimoku charts, the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen. The Kijun-sen is the slower line, the Tenkan-sen is the faster moving line. We also have the Chiku span here, which I don't feel is as important. Depends on your outlook on the Ichimoku charts, but I think it's really of secondary importance to these charts. Now, we have seen over the last few days that the market traded down through the bottom of the cloud. The cloud, as we know, is an area that acts as support or resistance, and we can see that this cloud failed to hold as support, which is fairly bearish for gold at the moment, I think. Also, just looking at the candles as the market traded down through there, we had quite a large body there as it broke out to the downside, and then a very, very large bodied candle. And as we expected, this market was going to hold up and congest a little bit or retrace a bit because there was just too much volatility coming in here. Then we saw the Harami reversal pattern, and we did have a very small one-day first time frame reversal, but the market couldn't appreciate. A very, very indecisive candle as the market tried to rally. And then a new first time frame downtrend because we had a lower high and a lower low, but another very indecisive candle, what we call a spinning top. So when we have spinning tops, a very small body, a relatively larger wick compared to the body, a lot of indecision in the market. And we can see that this market is just basically trying to consolidate now. And we can see that in the Kijun-sen. The line is basically flat. When the Kijun-sen or the Tenkan-sen go flat, it means that the market is consolidating, or that the previous trend of the market has, or the swing of the trend has ended, and you might get some sort of retracement, but generally congestion. Now we can also see, though, that the Tenkan-sen, the faster line, is pointing down. That means that this market still has some downside momentum. Now, if this market does retrace part of this downswing, the first area that we'd look to for resistance would be the Tenkan-sen, and I'd say that it will hold because we have had quite a fast-moving breakout from this area, from the cloud, and from this area of support through here. So look to this region around 898. Of course, the next day it'll probably be lower, or it could start to turn sideways. So roughly, if the market appreciates to around 898, it could hold up. Also, the bottom of the cloud could hold as resistance, so around 905, and then the next area would be around 915, which would be where the Kijun-sen has flattened out. But I don't like the way that this market's tried to rally. There's been no strength in the rally, certainly no strength in the sell-off here, but perhaps leading into the Easter holiday break, quite a bit of disinterest in the market. I would be watching the low of the previous day to see if that's taken out to the downside. If that is, then I think that we could see the price of gold fall quite a bit more. Obviously, to the downside, here is the closest area of support, around 864, and then support. We don't have much support until we get down around the 800 level, so we could have a fairly fast-moving market if we do move to the downside, but at the moment we're congesting.